In this video, we are going to present some of the examples or real-life situations involving rational equation, rational function, and rational inequality. So first, rational equation. Rational equation containing at least one fraction whose numerator and denominator are both polynomials. These fractions may be on one or both sides of the equation. So Ariel will give the sample problem.
Rational equation in real-life situation. Sample problem number 1. Blake takes 3 hours to paint. Jonas and Blake finish the room in 2 hours. How long does it take Jonas working alone to paint the room? Since Blake and Jonas work together in 2 hours, that's the numerator and expression involved. And Blake takes 3 hours to paint the room alone. That's the denominator for him. The equation representing 2 over 3 plus 2 over x is equals to 1 for the one room. To solve, let's find the LCD first. LCD is equals to 3x. First, let's solve. Of the equation, 3x times 2 is equals to 6x divided by 3 is equals to 2x. Plus 3x times 2 is equals to 2x divided by x is equals to x. At 6 rather. Is equals to 1 times 3x is equals to 3x. Now, let's combine like terms. Since positive 2x, since 2x is positive, we make it negative. Now, let's solve. 3x minus 2x is equals to x. And x is equals to 6. So Jonas took 6 hours to paint the room alone. To check, 2 over 3 plus 2 over 6 is equals to 1. Or 2 over 2 is equals to 1. Or 1 is equals to 1. That's involved rational equation in real-life situation.
Second is rational function. Rational function is one that can be written as a polynomial divided by a polynomial. Hannah will give the sample problem.
Rational function in real-life situation. Sample number 2. Suppose a family spends 15,000 monthly for food. On the average, it allots an amount f of x of money to each member x of the family. Write an equation which shows the relationship between f of x and x. So, in this particular situation, the intended variable is member x of the family or the number of family members. While one dependent variable is f of x or the amount of money spent for food of each family member. So, note that as the number of family member which is represented by x increases, each member's share or f of x increases, and as x decreases, then f of x increases. So to visualize it, take a look at this table. The second row refers to the amount of money spent for food of each family members. As you can see, when there is only one family member, f of x is equal to 15,000 pesos. Meaning to say, his or her share for the food is 15,000 pesos. While if there are two members, then 15,000 pesos will be shared by two, and each of them will receive shared of 15,000 pesos, of each them will receive 5,000 pesos. Same with the cases of 4 and 5 family members. So 15,000 will be divided or will be shared by the number of family members. So 4 of which will receive 3,750 pesos. And for 5 family members, each have 3,000 pesos. So given that X is the number of family members and f of X is the amount of money spent for food of each family members, then the function of the equation that will show the relationship between f of X and X is f of X and X is f of X equals 15,000 pesos. So that's involved rational function in real life situation.
The third and the last is rational inequality. Rational inequality that contains rational expression, where a rational expression is a ratio of two polynomials. Precious will give the sample problem.
Rational inequalities in the real life situation. Procedure. Define your variables. 2. Write an inequalities to model the situation. 3. Solve the inequalities. All words. Greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Sample problem. Tony has $400 in his account. He saved $50 of his allowance every month. Carla has $100 in her bank account, but she is saving $75 every month. After how many months will Kyla have at least much money as Tony? So first, we're going to define our variable and question asking is after how many months? I'm going to say that M is represent the number of months and it is good to us to go ahead write an expression for each one of the people that we're talking about. Kyla has a $100 in her bank account, but she is saving $75 every month. So we're adding the saving so we can write an expression to Kyla. M is represent the number of months. Tony has $400 and he saved $50 of his allowance every month. Drop 100 both sides and 50 both sides. Cancel. 75 minus 50 is 25. And 40 minus 100 is 300. Since 25 is less than 300, try to go up here and copy the symbol. Divide by 300 divided by 25 is 12. And is equals to 12. Question. After how many months will Kyla have at least much money as Tony? So, after a year or a 12 months, Kyla at least much money as Tony. Before that, Tony has more money than Kyla. And that's involved rational inequalities in real life situations.
C. Discuss how you can use the simple situation in our daily life, especially in formulating conclusion and making decision. We use the simple situation in our daily life, preparing and thinking what's the best, resolve to choose what's the best, problem, can occur in natural environment. It can be a social problem, relationship problem, and problem at work, or even regarding your financial status.